everyone, my name is Miss Haley and I am here to give you your next viola lesson. I hope you've been practicing this week and working hard on the things that I've been introducing to you, and ready to get started? Let's go. Remember, before you start, to get your instrument all set up and ready to play. So that includes a shoulder rest. That includes making sure your bow has rosin on it. I will put a link in the comments for how to rosin your bow. Believe it or not, there's some good ways to rosin your bow so that you get the rosin put on nice and even and you're not chipping the tip of the bow or the frog area, or you're not chipping your rosin. And so that gives you, when the rosin goes on evenly, it gives you a nicer even sound. Also, we want to make sure the viola is in tune, and the best way to do that is to get a tuner. You could get an actual tuner from a music store, or you can download a free app on your phone, and all you're trying to do is make sure that you have the A, the D, the G, and the C perfectly in tune with the tuner. Now, if you need more help actually tuning, there are other videos out there. I'm hoping that I will make one soon as well for how to tune your viola, and I'll put that in the comments at some point if I actually have time to make that as well. So anyway, so if your instrument is tuned, you've got your shoulder rest on, and you've got your bow rosined and tightened properly, not too tight, not too loose, it's time to play. So just a little recap. What we had done before was, first of all, get a nice, strong, good head hold with the viola, and then get your good bow hold. Bend your thumb. Make sure everything's nice and curved, relaxed. Remember the bunny. That. Now, we had been just gently placing our hand here. Remember, our head holds the viola. We've just been gently placing your hand here, but today I would like to move your hand back here. Now, if you touch any of these strings, you're going to have some squeaky sounds unless you put your fingers down properly. And the proper way, I think we've probably done this before, but the proper way to hold with your left hand is that there's that space right there. Your thumb is just gently resting there, just kind of straight. You can see the little tip of your thumb right there. And your fingers, if they're not playing any of the notes, they should be away from the strings, not too far up. You want them to kind of hover but not touch those strings yet. The less movement, the more efficient movement, let's just say, the better when you're playing. So you don't want to have your hand way up here, and then when you go to put your fingers down, they have a long way to travel and there's a lot of effort there. So anyway, let's warm up first by just practicing having our left hand up here at the neck. And we're looking at, see the distance there, whoa. See the distance of how far my thumb is from the scroll, about there. That helps. All right, so now we're gonna place our bow on the D string, and we're gonna play tucka, tucka, stop, stop, from D to A. Let's do that 3 times. Ready, play. Good, ready, play. Ready, play. Very good. Okay, now, what we're gonna do, now if you have tapes on your viola, that's great. If you get one of those little kits from a music store or online, that's kind of like the shape of your fingerboard that you can place on here, and it has all the lines for your fingers, that's fine. If you don't have that and you don't want to put anything on your viola, that's also fine. A little harder at first, but totally doable. You can do it. If you are a young child, a young student, maybe under the age of 12, I would highly recommend tapes. You can take it to a local music store and they'll put the tapes on for you. That's a video I have not made yet, so I'm hoping at some point that I can make a video about how to put tapes on your instrument. I just haven't found a kit that I've really loved yet, but I've seen some of young players that have them on, and I really think that they look really nice on their instruments, and I just haven't been able to find the one I personally like. So when I do, if I find it, I'll put that link in my comments as well. So anyway, if you don't have these tapes, your first finger, which is your pointer finger, so you've got finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, finger 4. The thumb doesn't count, doesn't get a number. Your first finger is going to probably be about an inch from the back of the scroll. Okay, so I'm bringing my fingers down just to show you the placement of my finger. When you actually place your one finger down, all your fingers are going to hover, like I talked about before. So what I'd like you to do is we're going to do a couple finger taps in that general area. Do those with me. You can probably hear my instrument. We're aiming to be right on the very, very tip of the finger. The very, very tip, the bony part. Remember, not flat fingers. Ones that almost look like little candy canes or a dolphin jumping in, that kind of curved. Everything's curved with viola. So about an inch-ish finger taps. Okay, so now place that finger down. Nice and firm. Try not to squeeze with your hand. Try to hold with your head and try to apply some weight to your first finger. Okay, and now put that first finger down. We're going to place our bow on the A string. Your first finger should be on the A string, okay? This is the note B, and it's finger 1 on the A string. So we're going to play this taka taka stop stop rhythm. Ready, go. Okay, let's do it again. Ready, go. One more time. Ready, go. Okay. Very good. Not so hard, right? Hopefully. If it sounds like this, your finger's not down all the way, okay? So it's a tricky balance to not squeeze and have tension and pressure in your hand, but also to place your finger firm enough down that you don't get that sound. So basically what this is it's almost like if you've ever seen the inside of a piano in those piano hammers, they come down and they hit the string inside the piano, and then there's also like the little pieces of the piano that sit on the string that kind of it's like they're shortening the little strings. Or a harp has like the big tall strings for the lower notes, but then they cut them shorter and shorter so that when you get up to the very top and there's the small strings on the harp, they're really high notes. So that's essentially what we're doing here, is we're cutting the string right here. And if you play all the way up here, that's nice and high. But if you play open A or the one finger on the A, you change the pitch slightly and the pitch gets higher and higher. Basically, you're shortening the string. So you have to place your finger down firm enough in order for that to happen. So mess around with that. If you have problems or questions, just put it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it. So now what I'd like to do is I would like to put all of that together. So you're going to play the open D, the open A, and then you're going to place your 1 on the A, and then you're going to lift your 1 off and play an open A. So D, A, 1, A. That's the first part of this twinkle variation that we're learning, the variation A in the Suzuki book. It's the taka taka stop stop rhythm for every note. So I'll play it for you first. If you want to try playing along, feel free, and then we'll play it together, okay? So we'll get everything ready. Nice firm head, good bow hold, your finger placement here, okay? So no fingers on the strings first, just watch. Hopefully that made sense. Now go a little slower so you can play along. We'll pause a little bit between the notes. Ready, go. Very good. Let's do it 2 more times. I'm feeling like 3's my number today. Ready, go. Very good. One more time. Ready, go. pause as much as I probably should have between notes. It's okay if you do that. And so I would recommend practicing that several times a day, getting used to the feeling of placing that one finger down. The next part of what we're gonna do is we're gonna place all three of the first three fingers. We're gonna not get quite to the pinky yet for a little while, but we're gonna place 1, 2, and 3 on the D string. Now, if you have tapes, you should have a tape here, and then a kind of a space, about a 1-inch space. If you have a little viola, then it's gonna be a smaller gap in between there, but about that wide. And then your third finger goes right next to your 2. So 1 and 2 have a space, 2 and 3 don't. So you're gonna push all 3 of those fingers down onto the D string. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our bow on the D string, and we're gonna play that tucka-tucka rhythm. And we're gonna play the third finger, then the second finger, then the first finger, and then the D. So 3, 2, 1, open D. If you wanna listen first, this is what it sounds like. Okay, so let's play it together. Do it 3 times, and I will try to remember to pause in between each note just a little bit and play it a little slower. Ready, go. Okay, great. Press your fingers down nice and firm. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do it again. Ready, play. Place your 1, 2, 3 down. Okay, now, here, this is a lot, but we're gonna put both of those things that we've just learned, those 2 finger patterns, together and play them as one. This is the first introductory part of the tucka-tucka variation, variation A from the twinkle variations. Okay, so get everything ready. I'll play it first. Again, you can play along or you can just listen this first time. Ready, go. Now place all 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Try playing it with me once. Ready? Play. Okay, 1, 2, 3 on the D string. Ready, go. Okay, I hope you made it through that okay. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help you. And that's what I want you kind of focusing on for this, however long in between this lesson and the next lesson that you want to take. Again, usually I have my students weekly, so if you practice this for a week, you'll be in great shape. But even just a couple of days or a day, if it feels like you're catching on quick and you want to keep going and progress through, that's fine too. Just as long as you can feel comfortable doing that and not have to pause too much in between these notes, so it kind of flows a little bit. And ideally, you'd like to have it a little faster. So. So that's the goal, to get there. But in order to get there, we gotta start slow, start small, practice in small chunks. So I hope that you enjoyed learning your first part of your first song, and I really enjoyed putting these videos together. So please let me know if you have questions, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.